This is just a quick message from your host before we start today's episode properly. This is the only episode that we are releasing in video format, not just audio format. So if you're listening to this on an audio only medium, I'd highly recommend you head over to our YouTube channel where you'll be able to watch the full video of it. Last series we interviewed musician Michael Tinker. Well, this series we decided to interview his friend and tour companion Mr. Grumpy, who may or may not be a puppet. And so I hope you really enjoy this chat. I enjoyed having a chat with Mr. Grumpy. I don't think he liked it, but I liked it, and I hope you enjoy watching this or listening to it.
Ho, ho, ho! Merry Christmas!
Well, hello and welcome to today's episode of Need I Say Myrrh, the Christmas podcast. And today I am delighted to be joined by our special guest, Mr. Grumpy. Hello, Mr. Grumpy. How are you today?
Hello, I'm here. I'm ready with my cup of Lancashire tea. Hold on. Yeah, yeah. See, I got Lancashire tea. Look at that. Yeah, in Michael's ugly mug, with Michael's ugly mug on the ugly mug. You see. Very good. Very good.
Yeah, but very good. But of course, some people won't know who Michael is or who Mr. Grumpy is, which I know is shocking because most people should know who you are. But for anyone who
Yeah, I was
doesn't
going to
know,
say.
yeah, who are you, Mr. Grumpy? And who is Michael, who you referred to?
Uh, who who am I? That's an existential question, that is, isn't it? Well, I'm Mr. Grumpy, second name Grumpy, first name Mister, and I tend to hang around with my handler Michael, and well, Michael. Oh, it's going to put you off ever finding out what Michael really is up to because he sings, you see, and it's painful. I keep trying to tell him to stop, but people keep giving him money, and they just encourages him to do more, and they buy his albums and stuff. So, well, I suppose it puts food on the table and tea in the mug. So, yeah, that's what we do. We go around telling kids about Jesus, and then bursting their eardrums with horrible music. Yeah,
Yeah, and you did come to Litchard Mission earlier this year.
certainly did.
Yeah, did you enjoy your visit to Wales?
Nope, it was dark and rainy and horrid. No, I'm only joking. It was lovely to be with you all. Yeah, yeah,
That's good to hear, and thank you for joining us for this podcast.
yeah. No problem.
We're talking about Christmas. Are you a big fan of Christmas, Mr. Grumpy?
Well, a big fan might be overstating it slightly. I mean, I'm Mr. Grumpy after all. But I mean, there's elements that I enjoy, elements that I absolutely loathe. But yeah, we can get into all that if you want.
We've got four questions that I'm asking all of the guests who appear.
Yeah.
And question one is, what is your favourite Christmas decoration?
Right. Well, I think I need to be true to form here and tell you what's my least favourite Christmas decoration, and that's got to be the fairy on top of the tree. I mean, what's that about? There's no fairy in the Christmas story. Although I have to admit, it was quite funny when Igor accidentally became the fairy on top of our Christmas tree. That was funny. But you'd have to watch our TV series, Subtle Plug, on YouTube. So yeah, thanks for that. Yeah. So yeah, I don't like the fairy.
No, because fairies, as you say, they're not in the Christmas story, are they? They're not part of the real story of Christmas.
Well, they're not really part of reality, so it's don't know what they're doing.
So, what do you think should go on the top of a Christmas tree? What would be the perfect Christmas tree topper for you?
Pine needles.
So your idea of a Christmas tree is just the tree. You wouldn't have any decorations on it.
Oh, I mean, some decorations lower down, I suppose. You know, some fairy lights. None of those coloured fairy lights. We're not in the 80s. None of those, thank you. They you don't like those. Bit of tinsel, but keep it subtle. Bit of gold, bit of red. Keep it Christmassy colours. None of this neon blue or anything like that. Do not like those.
And although you don't like fairies, you're happy with fairy lights, even though they come from fairies.
Yeah, you make a good point there. I haven't really thought of that. Do you think they actually make the lights? That would mean they exist. Oh,
That's an interesting question to ponder, isn't it? I
yeah. Okay, kids, you can write in with your answers on the back of a stamped addressed envelope. Thanks. Yeah.
Well, no, because we do welcome correspondence on this podcast, and we have an email address that people can write to. They get in touch at needisaymyrrh@gmail.com. That's needisaymyrrh@gmail.com. And then they can let us know about whether fairies make fairy lights.
That's good. You have to let me know what they say.
And do you ever dress in a festive way, Mr. Grumpy? Because you're not wearing a Christmas jumper today.
Quick answer: no, I don't. I tend to like to stick to my wardrobe, which I have on basically, and but the sleeveless pullover. I mean, it's the most versatile piece of clothing ever. I would say. You can wear it at Christmas. You can wear it in the summer. It's great. So yeah, now I'll just stick to the sleeveless pullover. Really. Yeah.
Don't forget to drink your tea before it gets cold. We'll move on to the next question.
Well, you didn't say drink your tea, and then you're like, "Oh, I've got another question for you." Can't drink your tea if I'm answering all your questions.
Sorry, I'm not a very professional interviewer. I'm very sorry about that.
Yeah, sure. Right. Carry on.
Okay, so question two is about food, and it is about your least favorite festive food. What is your least favorite festive food?
Yeah, yeah. What's your chosen subject? Least favorite festive food. I like it. Well, do you know, this is a bit of a mixture. I thought I'd start positive because I do personally like a good Brussels sprout. But yeah, I do. The problem comes when everybody else starts eating the Brussels sprouts. Because I don't mind my own emissions, but it's everybody else's that I do object to quite strongly. So if if it was just me eating Brussels sprouts, no problem. But Brussels sprouts in anybody else's digestive system, no, thank you.
So you like sprouts, it's just you don't like them when other people eating them. So that's your
Absolutely. I mean, basically, I like a lot of things when it's only me doing it. So, yeah.
and what do you like to have with your sprouts on your Christmas dinner plate?
Oh, traditional stuff, turkey, pigs in blankets. That's basically pig in pig. Love that. Um,
Yeah, but Pig and Pig is a less catchy name though, isn't it?
it is true. It is true. Yeah, pigs in blankets. It kind of makes it sound like it's something that the pig enjoys. Oh, come and have a little lie down in this blanket, will you? And I'm going to eat you. Yeah, it's tedious. Love it. I suppose it's only otherwise the pig's not going to come along to the butchers, is it? If it just thinks you say, "Oh, we're going to eat you." No, but if you say, "Oh, you're going to have a nice blanket," then it's all right. Yeah, I like a bit of that. Roasted carrots, bit cabbage, good gravy. All the trimmings.
Yeah, okay. And for dessert?
Well, I tend to be a little bit stuffed. Ha, I'm a puppet. And yeah, so I tend to wait a little bit and then have a nice Christmas pudding. You know, yeah,
Mhm.
with the well, I was going to say Queen's speech then, but no, King's speech.
Well, we should move on and talk about the next question, which is about Christmas Eve traditions. So for this series, we want to know what people get up to on Christmas Eve. What are your Christmas Eve traditions?
Well, I'm a man of simple tastes, so nice cup of Lancashire tea and crackers and cheese, and then I stick Elvis on the old vinyl, I'll be coming to Christmas without you. A bit of that, and turn it up loud to drown out Michael, who's at the piano, probably. Pure bliss. Yeah.
Yeah, so I have to say, last series we had Michael's Elvis impression. Yours is much better.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Generally, anything I do is better than Michael. Um, yeah, just a fact of life.
Can you do any other impressions, Mr. Grumpy?
Well, what do you want? I mean, bring him on. You got to be more specific. I mean, I could do it. I could do an elephant. I mean, what kind of impressions are you wanting?
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about what impressions I
Should have
wanted.
thought. Yeah, you should have thought through that question
I
beforehand,
should
shouldn't
have
you?
done. As I
Oh
said,
dear.
I'm not a professional. I'm very amateur.
No kidding. Uh,
Yeah. Okay. Next question. It's about Christmas carols.
oh yeah,
And I wonder what is your favourite Christmas carol, Mr. Grumpy?
favourite. And well, I have a lot that I don't like. I can tell you that for starters. I mean, there's a lot of lazy Christmas songwriters out there, aren't there? Silent Night. You really think it was a silent night with all those shepherds all nattering away and those sheep and that newly born baby? I mean, oh, Silent Night, as if. Oh, yeah. Talking of which, away in the manger. No crying he made. I don't think so. I mean, it's not like crying is a sin. So I reckon baby Jesus did plenty of crying. So I reckon it was a pretty noisy stable there.
Hmm.
So
Hmm.
we can ditch that one. What else we got? We three kings. Oh, seriously, read the Bible before you go and write a Christmas carol. Three kings, as if. Little donkey. Where's the donkey in the story? Loads of people think there's a donkey, and there's no donkey because they just listen to the silly song. What else can I get annoyed about? Oh, yeah. And Can It Be? There's a bit of a Christmas moment in And Can It Be, which is a pretty good hymn for the most part. But what about that? We're getting a bit into theology here. But emptied himself, emptied himself of all but love. I don't think so. What? Emptied himself of his deity? No, Wesley. Lazy songwriting that is. Yeah, some people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sorry.
No. It's a very helpful rant there, Mr. Grumpy, because it's remembering at Christmas that both sides of it, kind of both perspectives, that the baby that was born was a real human baby who did cry and did make lots of noise, and there would be lots of mess at the first Christmas, but at the same time, fully God, and he didn't leave behind his godness, but fully God and fully man. So it's important when we celebrate Christmas that we remember who the baby really is, and not some like fantasy version. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, I should say to people that if you want a bit more ranting about songs, then you can go and follow me on that Insta face. So I don't know, tick, tick face. I don't know what is it called. Instagram. That's it. Mr. Grumpy 1925. Yeah, go follow me.
So are there any Christmas carols that you enjoy singing?
No.
Okay.
Next question.
Do you, well, I basically run out of questions now, but I'm wondering, out of Michael's uh, back catalogue, do you have any songs that you think he has done well?
uh, you do ask funny questions, don't you? Um, anyone he's done well. I mean, I suppose it depends what you're comparing it to. If you're comparing it to our neighbour's cat, then yeah, he's pretty good. But if you're comparing it to any good songwriters, I mean, there's the Mr. Grumpy song, but that's mainly redeemed because I sing it. Um, yeah. So, yeah, I don't know. I mean, you'd have to judge for yourselves. Obviously, if you think he's done any good songs, then your judgment's pretty poor. But
We would encourage people to judge for themselves that the music is very easily available in various formats. So
yeah, torture is available if you want it.
it puts food on the table, Mr. Grumpy.
It does. It does.
Yeah. So what are you most looking forward to about Christmas this year?
Um, Boxing Day. No, I'm kidding. I do like Christmas. I do like Christmas. It's all festive, and I get a bit cheerful for a little bit. And get me cup of tea and me crackers and cheese,
Yeah.
and it's all right. See, I'm not that grumpy until Michael starts singing.
So as long as he doesn't do too much singing this Christmas, you'll be okay. Yeah.
I mean, he can
Okay.
do singing just as long as I'm not there. So yeah.
And any other Christmas opinions that you want to share while you're here?
Christmas opinions, Christmas facts. I think I've been sharing with you today. Let's get that straight. Nothing really springs to mind. Oh, you're right down there. Yeah, I'm good.
Okay. Well, in which case, I think it's time to say thank you for joining us, and we hope that you have a slightly happy Christmas.
Blue Christmas. Yeah, blue Christmas. Yeah, it wouldn't be a blue Christmas without Michael, though. It'd be quite a pleasant one, really.
Ho, ho, ho. Merry Christmas.
Bye.